Hello Normans, welcome to this week's Norman News. I'm Noel Trost.
And I'm Leo Padilla. Keep watching for more news on Winter Formal.
And news on South Korea legalizing marijuana.
Hi, I'm Eric Meridian here with this week's sports and world news.
And I'm Alana Morgan with this week's fashion and weather.
Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. The annual holiday concert is coming up, this year with a special surprise. Mayor Julian Gold will be making an appearance as Santa Claus. On December 9th, the Beverly Hills Magical Singers and the 4th and 5th grade honor choir, along with the Beverly Vista Concert Choir, will be performing on the steps of City Hall on Crescent Drive. This event will take place at 1 p.m. and holiday refreshments from our culinary students will be available. Now to Leo with news on winter formal tickets.
Thanks, Noel. Normans, the first semester is almost over, which means it's time to buy your winter formal tickets. On Thursday, December 20th, winter formal will be held at Mountain View Country Club, Los Angeles. Tickets are $60 each and are available now at the student store. You can purchase these tickets in person or online. All students that plan on attending the event must present IDs at the entrance of the event. For more information, visit the student store during nutrition or lunch. Now to Eric with sports.
Thanks, Leo. The Copa Libertadores final has been moved to Madrid. Bitter rivals Boca Juniors and River Plate, both from Buenos Aires, Argentina, were originally set to play the second leg of the final at River Plate's home stadium. However, CONMEBOL, the governing body of soccer in South America, has moved the final to Madrid, Spain, after security concerns were raised after the team bus of Boca Juniors was attacked by River Plate fans, leaving several players injured. This has been met with some controversy, with some people expressing their dismay at the fact that the final will be played outside of South America. The match has been rescheduled for the 9th of December and will no doubt be a must-watch. Let's send it to Nathan.
Thanks, Eric. Last week, we saw the unstoppable Golden State Warriors play against the Toronto Raptors. It was an amazing game for the fans to watch, in which Kevin Durant had 51 points, his season high. Although he had this performance, Kawhi Leonard had 37 points and led to the Raptors' win. The Warriors were down by 17 points, but had a comeback, including 2 3-pointers by Kevin Durant, which brought the game to overtime. The Warriors could not pull off a win, and Toronto took the victory 131-128. Let's see what happens next with these two great teams. Now to Genevieve with more sports.
Thanks, Nathan. The Beverly Hills girls varsity basketball team are getting ready for season. They have played in many tournaments. This week, they have a game on Monday at 6, taking place at Providence High School, and games on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at Burroughs High School. The team has been improving a great amount from preseason. The passing and communicating between the teammates has become almost perfect. Let's see what other great things they are going to achieve this week. Now to Alana with fashion.
Thanks, Genevieve. It's December, Normans, which means it's finally winter. Time to decorate if you haven't already and get into the holiday spirit. One way you can do that is by shopping for clothes at Target. I know, what? But seriously, Target is stepping up their game by not only having Rudolph light-up-nose ugly sweaters and more, but now they have ugly holiday dresses. Yep, you've heard that right. Time to look completely different from everyone else at an ugly sweater party. Like Teen Vogue said, several of these dresses are actually more cute than ugly, as Target has a red toy soldier dress that has a tulle skirt, a candy cane striped dress, a cozy fireplace dress, a snowman dress, a gingerbread dress, and even a Hanukkah dress. These dresses are so cute and reasonable as they don't go over $37 and made for all shapes and sizes depending on the ones picked. Well, I know what I'm going to be wearing this winter. Now to Kayla with some celebrity news.
Thanks, Alana. It is official. Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas are married. Jonas, age 26, and Chopra, age 36, shared their special day with their family members and close friends in India. They had a 3-day typical Indian celebration with all their guests dressed in proper Indian attire. The couple is set to have 2 wedding ceremonies this weekend, a Christian ceremony to honor Jonas's faith and a traditional Indian ceremony. As the wedding guests arrived to the ceremony, they were welcomed by receiving gift bags from the couple themselves. That's all for this week. Now passing it on to Bella with music.
Thanks, Kayla. Our song of the week is Remind Me to Forget by Kygo and Miguel. This song can go anywhere from putting someone into tears all the way to dancing all night with your friends. To me, it never gets old. Definitely one of my favorites. Thank you guys so much for killing this song. I can't wait to the next album, and they can make more together. Now to Riley with her movie review on Mary Poppins.
Thanks, Bella. Hey, you Mary Poppins lover. New movie Mary Poppins Returns is coming to theaters as soon as December 19th. This movie is a sequel, and now Mary is back to help the next generation of the Banks family find joy and wonder. Tickets are for sale today, so get them quick before they sell out. Interested in this movie? Well then, grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's new movie trailer.
I honestly can't remember why we kept most of this stuff to begin with.
Don't you remember that kite? We used to love flying that with Mother and Father.
Those days are long behind me.
That's why I live and breathe.
I was flying the kite and it got caught on a nanny.
Mary,
Poppins, you came back.
you seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? One never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better. What brings you here after all this time? Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the Banks children.
Us?
Oh, yes, you too.
We're about to lose our home. Everything's fallen to pieces since your mother.
I miss Mother.
Nothing's gone forever, only out of place.
It's a good thing you come along when you did, Mary Poppins.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense.
You've forgotten what it's like to be a child.
Everything is possible.
Even the impossible. Off we go.
Well, that looks great. Noel, unfortunately, George H.W. Bush just recently passed away. What were your thoughts on him as a president?
I think he has a very complicated legacy. A lot of the stuff I've been seeing in the news is, how great he was and, with the American for Disability Act. But on the other hand, he cut a lot of spending for AIDS and HIV-related research. So a lot of people have very strong feelings about him either way.
Definitely, yeah. Well, the entire nation is in mourning as the government is having a parade in his honor in Washington, D.C., and most of the flags around the country are at half-mast.
Right. Well, I think he's lived a long and wonderful life. What I've read about is that he went skydiving at 90 years old. It's very impressive.
Definitely.
All right, let's go ahead and send it to Eric with World News.
Thanks, guys. South Korea has become the first East Asian country to legalize medical marijuana. The South Korean National Assembly approved using marijuana for medical purposes by amending their Management of Narcotic Drugs Act, which now states that some treatment effects of using marijuana has been proven. South Korea is the second country to legalize medical marijuana after Sri Lanka, which has had legal medical marijuana for a very long time. Now to Jasmine with national news.
Thanks, Eric. Last Friday, former President of the United States, George H.W. Bush, has passed away at the age of 94. He was the 41st President of the United States. His son made a statement saying, "Jeb, Neil, Marvin, Doro, and I are saddened to announce that after 94 remarkable years, our dear dad has died." Bush served 2 terms as vice president under Ronald Reagan before becoming president in 1989. Serving as president from 1989 to 1993, Bush and his wife, Barbara, who died in April, remained noted public figures long afterward. On Saturday, Trump made a tweet saying he was a truly wonderful man. Now to Natalie.
Thanks, Jasmine. Environmental groups comment on the Trump administration's announcement Friday that it plans to allow oil-seeking seismic surveys across a very large area of the Atlantic Ocean for the very first time in decades, saying the tests will take a massive toll on ocean wildlife. This move marks the most significant step since the 1970s to open the Atlantic to drilling, although several steps remain before such production might begin. Seismic surveys are believed to be harmful to marine life, and the tests involve repeatedly blasting deafening booms underwater, often seconds apart, for months at a time. The move by the Trump administration inherently acknowledges the harm that the environmentalists fear. Let's send it to Tatiana with a restaurant review.
Thanks, Natalie. Looking for a cute small place to get pizza? Head down to Tomato Pie on Melrose. Not only is this place cheaper than Mulberry's, but it even tastes better. Their garlic bread has the perfect amount of garlic and spices in it. If you're in a mood for pizza and pasta, I also recommend getting their pasta pizza. It is truly amazing. Head down to Tomato Pie on Melrose and check it out. Now to Jonah with technology.
Thanks, Tatiana. Apple might finally be releasing an upgraded version of its AirPods in the first quarter of 2019 and might redesign the device for 2020. 9to5Mac cites a new report from Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, who says that demand for the devices will grow dramatically in the coming years. There were rumors all summer that upgraded AirPods would debut at this fall's production launch, but they never appeared on stage. If Kuo's predictions are correct, the new models will have a wireless charging port, although it's not clear if that means an upgraded case or the earpieces themselves. There are some other changes that line up the prior rumors as well. Kuo says that the next model will be upgraded with Bluetooth specs and upgraded hinge in the case, and that some internal components will be a bit more expensive. There have also been rumors in 2019 that will also bring a set of high-end AirPods that will be water resistant and will come with noise cancellation. Now let's go to health with Yasmin.
Thanks, Anna. Now that Thanksgiving has passed, the holiday season is in full swing. In addition to spending time with family and friends, the big events of the season also seem to involve shopping and eating. This will almost result in big numbers on your credit card bill, and because holiday weight gain is a reality for most people, on your bathroom scale too. Research shows that on average, people gain about 1 pound between Thanksgiving and the New Year. The average holiday weight gain could be prevented by adding 1 mile of walking or about 20 minutes per day. Since time may be a factor, you can turn a shopping trip into a chance to be active by taking an extra lap around the mall or parking further away in the parking lot. Happy holidays. Now to Natalie with opinion.
Thanks, Yasmin. Representative-elect Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez criticized the disparities in healthcare offered to regular citizens and lawmakers and advocated reforming the healthcare system. The incoming New York legislator tweeted on Saturday evening that in her onboarding to Congress, she got to pick her insurance plan, and that as a waitress, she had to pay more than twice what she'd pay as a member of Congress. It's frustrating that Congress members would deny other people affordability that they themselves enjoy. She would later go on to argue for Medicare for All, a proposal that Democrats have been trying to get passed for years. Her endorsement of Medicare for all, which would provide government Medicare coverage to every American, is supported by 70% of the country, according to a poll from Harris Polling Company. Ocasio-Cortez, who worked as a waitress and bartender to supplement her mother's income after graduating from Boston University, has repeatedly dominated headlines for speaking out against political norms and established practices. She's leading a plan to create a special congressional committee on climate change, and along with other legislators is also promoting drastic shifts in the country's approach to climate change. I couldn't think of a better person to head this change in our governmental, as well as being such a great role model for the new generations of voters that were shown in the past November's elections. Now let's send it back to Noelle.
Thanks, Natalie. Everyone is getting into the holiday season, even dogs. Last week, 2 therapy dogs, Buffy, a golden retriever, and Wrigley, a Burmese mountain dog, visited Santa Claus and patients at the Children's Hospital. This tradition started small, with 3 dogs visiting around 30 beds, and now has expanded to meet all the patients at any time of the day and week. These dogs are part of the Amerman Family Foundation dog therapy program. This program recruits and trains dogs and has roughly 100 therapy dogs. What a great way to start off the holiday season. Now, let's send it to Leo.
Thanks, Noelle. The deadline to purchase cap and gowns is coming up. Cap and gown payments must be made by December 15th. Payments can be made after that, but there will be a late fee. Make sure to contact your counselor to discuss payments for caps and gowns in addition to yearbooks and college application submission fees. Now to Alana with weather.
Hello Normans, I'm Alana Morgan. Guess what? Back at it again with this week's weather forecast. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for this week. Looks like the highest the temperatures will get this week is 69 degrees on Saturday, December 8th and Sunday, December 9th. However, the lowest will be 47 degrees on Tuesday, December 11th. Well, Normans, we haven't escaped the rain just yet because as of Wednesday, December 5th, it will be some showers full of rain, as well as Thursday, December 6th, which is a high of 64 degrees and a low of 50 degrees. However, Normans, you can look forward to Friday, December 7th, as it will be sunny with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. However, on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, look forward to a partly cloudy day, as there will be a high of 69 degrees, a low of 52 degrees, a high of 66 degrees and a low of 51 degrees, and lastly a high of 65 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. Well, Normans, that's the weather forecast for this week. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next week for more
Norman News.